Moin, I'm Catherine and I'm in bed with another Top 5 Wednesday video. And I'm going to leave everything about Top 5 Wednesday in the description. This week's topic is LGBTQ books, novels. And I love this topic because I'm currently reading almost exclusively LGBTQ books because I'm going to be at L Beach Festival. If you don't know what the L Beach Festival is, it's like a women-only lesbian festival here in Germany, and I'm going to link the playlist from last year's session in the corner. You can check it out there. I'm in a different bed again today and not filming at home because we just did a wonderful session with the Circa Waves. I'm also going to link that in the corner. A lot of links today, be aware. There's going to be loads more of links, but Circa Waves, check them out. So I'm in my friend Corinna's flat. I'm just going to out your flat now. And that's why I also have those, because Corinna is a very crazy, very wonderful person and she has loads of crazy stuff lying around everywhere. And we're just wondering if I should take anything of those and group decision. I have cat ears today. The sad thing about this week's topic is that it's still a topic. It's 2017 and we're still talking about this. I'm currently listening to the audiobook of Cleve Jones' autobiography, who's been working at Harvey Milk's campaign back in the days. And I mean, they've been fighting since the late 70s and we're still talking about this and it's getting worse. I mean, what the... If you're watching this and you have a problem with homosexuals or queer people or trans people or whatever the spectrum is, just concentrate on your own problems and let everyone be happy the way they want. I've said this before in one of my wrap-up videos. I'm going to find out which one it is and link it in the corner. That I read a lot of LGBTQ, mostly lesbian coming out stories when I had my coming out a few years back. And a lot of them were German, but it's been so long that I really don't remember how much I would like them today, so I'm not going to include them in this video, as well as the ones I do remember that I like. I think I'm going to make a separate video for the German novels because most of them won't be translated into English, so if you watch this in English and you don't know any German, it won't help you. But I'm going to reread them. I'm going to make this video and I'm hopefully going to subtitle it with English. So as soon as that's done, I'm going to link it in the corner. So here's my top 5 in no particular order. I just listened to Being Jess by Jennings, who's a young transgender girl who knew from a very early age on that she's trans and had the luck to have a very supportive family, and about her way, what happened to her. It's super interesting. If you never learned anything about trans people or want to know more about trans people, what they experience, this is super interesting. I mean, it's not grand literature, but I totally respect that she did it. I think you can discuss if a 15-year-old has to write autobiography, but in this case, I say absolutely yes, because this will help so many people and struggling trans people to get out into the world, to get the help they need. So this is, you just should read this. I'm going to cheat some, as almost always lately, with my top 5. The next one is going out to an author, which is Sara Farizan. I recently listened to her If You Could Be Mine and Tell Me Again How a Crush Should Feel. And I have those in recent wrap-ups, so I'm really just going to link to those wrap-ups. But I'm becoming a real fan of Sara Farizan. If you don't know her, you should totally check her out. The next one is Grrrl by Jennifer Whiteford. And I think this is very unknown. And I want to change this. So please go out, grab Grrrl, if it's from a library, if you buy it, if you get it as an ebook. Just read Grrrl by Jennifer Whiteford. It's a super nice coming out story of a young girl. And I also have this in one of my wrap-ups. I'm also going to link this, but I'm warning you, this is one of my first wrap-ups, I think, where I still have everything scripted and just talk like I have just learned everything by heart. And it sounds about like that, but I'm still going to tell you how wonderful it is. Just watch that. Next one, also an author, Michael Thomas Ford. He writes a lot of gay stories. If you want to know what men do in bed with other men, you can read all of his novels. You will learn a lot. I've learned a lot. But this is my highest recommendation because it's also about the same stuff I'm just listening to in the Cliff Jones story. It's very much just gay history from the 70s to almost today, I think, and also about friendship. I also have this in a wrap-up. I'm not going to keep babbling on. This is a YA novel of him I can also highly recommend. Disclaimer, the YA novel doesn't have explicit sex scenes in it, just in case you're wondering. Speaking of Michael Thomas Ford, in one of my used book haul videos, link, I'm saying that I love his novels. I think he's writing very important literature, very important gay literature, but that I don't like that I think in every one of his novels I've listened to, he's bashing vegans or vegetarians. And I tweeted that and I tagged him in the tweet, mentioned him. It's mentioned on Twitter. And he answered me very, very nicely. Thanks, Katrin. Not something I'd noticed. My best friend of 25 years is vegan. I blame my carnivore characters. And this is so nice that someone actually listens to what people write them. And I love the answer and we're good now. The last official 5 one is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is also one of my wrap-ups. I'm just going to tell you why I'm mentioning this here, because it is a very huge variety of queer characters and very alternative relationships and concepts of relationships. And I totally love that about this novel. Okay, total cheat. I just want to hold those up if you're looking for nice LGBTQ plus reads. Will Grayson by John Green. The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. And I want to make a difference between novels with gay characters and gay literature, because not every novel that just has a gay side character is, in my eyes, gay literature. But I appreciate that more and more also YA authors include queer characters in their novels. So yay for Maggie Stiefvater and The Raven King. What I also have to mention, it's also in one of my last wrap-ups, is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. It didn't make it into this top 5 because for me it's more a story about abuse than about queerness, but it still has a gay character. The last one for this Top 5 Wednesday, Ask the Passengers by A.S. King, which is also in my recently uploaded January, it's April wrap-up. Link in the corner, A.S. King, Ask the Passengers, coming out story of a girl, everything else you can see in the wrap-up. As I mentioned, I'm currently almost exclusively reading LGBTQ stories, and I'm always on the lookout for things I haven't discovered yet. So please, 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 if you have good tips, leave them in the comments. Let me know. I would be super grateful. That's it for this Top 5 Wednesday video. My voice is also gone. So I'm just going to say what I always say, which is don't forget, support your local book dealer. Hi, I'm in bed with Becky. Today, as we just talked about you at the Reeperbahn Festival, today we are talking about a book.
I love that.
It's Ready Player One by Ernest Cline.